final day of the rally, we decided to visit the Harley-Davidson tent to learn more about the new CVO models and even get them out there for a test ride.
And the first major update to the road glide fairing. So it was first introduced in 1979 as a 1980 tour glide model. Had a brief hiatus when we came out with Rushmore in 2014 and returned in 2015. But these new fairings are all new, designed for a much leaner, more tailored, more muscular look, and with aerodynamic comfort in mind. In fact, on the road glide alone, we have reduced head buffeting by 60%.
In addition to our wind tunnel testing on our road glide and street glide models, we also developed 3 parts and accessories to aid to the aerodynamics. We have a tall windshield that is for a rider who is 5'9" and taller. We have a mid-size windshield that is for riders 5'9" to 5'4", and then we have a sleek, stylish windshield that is lower than that stock windshield that has a little kick on the top.
Is the Milwaukee that you've all come to know and love. It does feature VVT or variable valve timing, and all week long people have asked me, why do I care about VVT? What's it going to do for me? While we do see some emissions improvements and we do see some efficiency gains, right about 4% in the mile per gallon, what we see more so is a smoother, broader power band. So we're seeing a lot smoother, quicker roll-on of low-end torque, and a smoother power band throughout that RPM range. Contributing to the overall performance of the engine, we do have a new air box. It flows 40% more air thanks to an in-molded velocity stack. It is tuned to let that exhaust note predominate, and those are the new exhaust tips. Those new mufflers are 4.5-inch mufflers. But that intake is coming through a redesigned oval intake port and redesigned combustion chamber. Compression is now up from 10.2 to 1 to 11.4 to 1 on these engines. And we have a full liquid-cooled cylinder head as well. The new liquid cooling system does utilize a serial flow pattern where we're pumping coolant through that rear cylinder forward to the front and then down through the radiator.
The first thing you notice is the all-new infotainment system that comes with a drastically different control layout. It's definitely something that takes some getting used to.
I don't know how to get my radio to work. I'm turning the volume up, but like I'm getting nothing on the phone.
And you push the other button to scroll through channels.
I personally am not a fan of the added distraction that comes with the new layout. It is definitely more complex, but I'm sure with a little more saddle time, the added features will be worthwhile. Definitely a far fetch from my 2018 Street Glide, offering different ride modes and gauges like tire pressure or fuel economy. You definitely feel like you are crossing into a whole new era for an iconic brand. My opinion, it wasn't quite set yet. But the guys, they seem to have already made up their minds.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I'm not a big fan so far.
Awful. These aren't bad.
It was at this point I decided to go back to the roots. I ignored the big radio, took my fingers away from the buttons, and focused on the ride. Distraction-free, my smile grew larger, twisting the throttle and feeling the response of the 121 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. As the wind picked up on the interstate, I noticed right away the difference in the new Batwing fairing. The handlebars became lighter, and the inputs became sharper, making my Rushmore fairing seem like a cheap Chinese windshield. Closing my eyes for a second highlighted the new suspension system. 1 second you're riding down the road, and the next you're gliding. Throwing on the cruise control, I had a chance to play with perhaps my favorite new feature, the drawer. I mean, look at this thing. It's amazing. My last effort to work the infotainment system was a success, finally marking a destination in the GPS. The large logos and clear instruction puts this technology what seems like decades ahead of my 2018. Overall, after only about 15 miles or so, I don't think I could give this bike a fair review. But I do look forward to getting more saddle time and really going over the details of what I'm sure is to be the future of Harley touring. Being our final day at the rally, we decided to ride what is my personal favorite road just one more time. After 4 years of riding through South Dakota, I have probably traveled up and down Highway 14A over 30 times. There's just something about the vast rock walls of the Spearfish Canyon that will make all your problems fade away until it is just you, your motorcycle, and the abundant nature all around. It's not often you find a place that gives you this feeling, but when you do, it makes all of life's struggles fade away. Passing through the small mining town of Lead, we decided to pull off for a quick break. And boy, was it a good thing we did.
What's up?
Brian's feeling it. Cole's down his credit card. Brian has yet again lost his entire wallet.
I was just at your gas station about an hour ago, and I believe I left my wallet outside of the bench. Would you be able to check for me? Yep. Alrighty, I'll be down. Thank you.
Sometimes you have to go where the ride takes you. Today, that ride was a 16-mile backtrack to get Brian's wallet. Luckily for him, there's no such thing as a bad ride in the Black Hills.
Oh, you know, within somebody's
Not mine, huh?
right.
Not yours.
They're making it bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Not even the first time he's done this. We've had a backtrack like over 200 miles for him before. Let's see it. Get the double check. There it is. All right, let's go to dinner.
Going back through Deadwood and up into the hills, we were headed towards Keystone, where there is one last dining location that just can't be missed. But before we could eat, there was one more item that we were going to need for our journey home, and I knew just where to find it.
serious?
We don't leave here until all your stuff's in it.
Are you serious?
With Brian's wallet chained to his waist, the whole group was feeling a lot more confident about our 3,000-mile journey home the next day. But for today, the sun was starting to get heavy in the sky, and we were definitely hungry. Our dinner destination this evening is none other than the Powder House Lodge. With its menu offering everything from mouth-watering local game to classic Italian cuisine, it is no wonder that this restaurant is a rally legend. Thanks to our setback earlier in the day, our wait time was just over an hour, but it was worth every minute. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and drop a comment with your favorite place to eat in the Black Hills. Our journey home was just as exciting as the rally itself, with some special stops you won't want to miss. So be sure to subscribe or check out another video right here.